my cell phone bill. And I was looking like, okay, I can't spend this much money. Obviously, my checks ain't right. We sent the letters to Matthew and basically let him know that we didn't want him in that management position anymore. I made a phone call to Beyonce on New Year's, and she called me back 3 days later and basically told me that her and Kelly had solo deals and that she was no longer a part of Destiny's Child. From what I was hearing from her, she didn't really understand what we were saying. I think she thought that we were just coming down on her dad like, we want all our money back from, you know, the past years.
So off to the court.
So then it was like, okay, you wrongfully, you just can't throw somebody out of a group without letting them know in the proper manner.
It seems to be you, and I'm praying that it is someone else. So you bought a pair of shoes. Now I guess you think I owe you.
The case was settled out of
Between LeToya, myself, and Destiny's Child. And we felt that they were in breach of our settlement agreement by some of the lyrics in the song of Survivor.
Like what?
Like, now that you're out of my life, I feel much better, so now I'm a million without you.
Beyonce said the song wasn't about the former members, but anyone who'd ever doubted the group.
Everybody knew. If you were in your right mind, you knew what Survivor was about.
And you've guessed it, the case was settled out of court.
We're in the den now, and this is kind of like the family area.
Back at her own home in Houston, LeToya told me about one of the last times she'd met Beyonce. I mean, you were so close with Beyonce. How are you with her now?
You know what? I remember like one of my first times seeing her in about 3 to 4 years after the breakup, and we were in the Cheesecake Factory. It was 2 days before Christmas. I went over to her and she just grabbed me and hugged me, and we hugged in the middle of the Cheesecake Factory for like 5 minutes, and I know everybody was looking like it was on pause for 5 minutes. The whole restaurant got quiet, like, oh my God, when they finally realized who, you know, was hugging each other. So we hugged and cried, and it was a good catch-up.
And time to catch up on Beyonce's earnings.